Hey, the Platform DFW podcast back in the building got a special guest. He's our Spotlight Player of the Week, Cameron Lucas from Salina High School, state champion Salina, the Bobcats. They went 16-0 last year, and Cameron was a big reason on the defensive line in the trenches that gets the work done. They got the state title, they got the ring, and they come back, and so far they're 2-0 this season. And that's why we wanted to have him on. I think that he's one of the top guys in the trenches in the 2026 class that maybe people need to know a little bit more about. That's what we do here at the platform is we expose the unexposed. And listen, college coaches, this guy is one of those guys you may want to get in the dugout with you, in the trenches with you at the next level. That's Cameron Lucas from Salina High School. Cam, appreciate you joining me tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Well, let's backtrack a little bit. Last year we mentioned it a little bit. You guys went 16-0. You win a state title. Just talk about last season just a little bit.
It was very fun. It was a long process, but just being able to compete with my boys that I met, I got closer to everyone along the way, and it was just a great fun time.
Now, you guys, had some pretty tough competition last year in a district with Frisco, Panther Creek, which is one of the top teams in the state of Texas. You make a big run, and then you get to the state title game at Jerry World. Talk about the excitement to get to state, and then what was the feeling like after you actually clinched it?
The excitement was nice. I mean, we had kind of cruised through the regular season, and then when we got to those playoff games, teams started to figure us out more, get us into like where we really had to dig deep and find out how much we really wanted to win the game and advance the state. And we got to state. It was very bright, I'll say that. Uh,
Big lights,
the
wasn't
big
it?
lights, probably the brightest game I've ever had. And
Right.
it was just fun. I feel like we clicked as a team on all levels because as a defense, we were struggling the last few playoff games, but when we got to state, I feel like everything just clicked and we were all on the same page.
Well, that feeling is great, man. Congratulations. I was actually at that game. Shout out to my guy, Coach Grayson, who kind of put this together. He's been one of those guys that's on that staff as well. You guys were a great team last year, but now you go into the offseason. You're 16-0, you're champs. So your mindset has to change a little bit. Talk about you guys' offseason and the work you put in to get to where you are now.
Well, the mentality was definitely that we can't like dwell on we won state last year, so we're just gonna do it again. We kind of had to like we could celebrate, but we had to kind of put it on hold until we graduate because as a team, it's like yeah, we won last year, but what are we gonna do this year? You don't want to lose, so the mentality was always stay focused and just this is a new year, new teams. Teams are gonna try to beat us, and we always have to be at having our best game.
Well, definitely, man. The Bobcats, if you hadn't heard in the state of Texas, they're number one in 4A. Uh, they are off to a 2-0 start as well. And Cameron Lucas has been at the forefront defensively for what the Bobcats do. Against number three, Waco La Vega. Listen, Waco La Vega's a state title team. They've had one state championships. They're number three. You guys are number one. Let's talk about this particular game because game one, you had 10 tackles. This game, you stepped it up a notch. You had a pick, a fumble recovery, a safety, 3 sacks, 10 tackles. You were all over the place. Man, you were in the zone when it comes for defensive players, let alone guys that play on the interior. Talk about that a little bit.
I was telling well, when I woke up that morning, I was telling my mom, I feel like this is 4 sacks, 3 sack day. And then when I got to the game, it's like everything slowed down for me. It all clicked, and it was just me and the ball, just like fighting pressure. It was just like the guy wasn't even there. I'm just looking for the ball, making the play, getting all my calls in, trying to have energy to carry on with the rest of my teammates, get them fired up. Because I mean, to be honest, we thought we were playing Friday, so when we woke up Saturday, it was the morale was a little low, but I had to kind of step it up and get my team fired up, so it was great.
Man, listen, I was fired up watching it. You're our Spotlight Player of the Week. You also have a featured article on the platform, dr.com as well. And I had a chance to see you play last year. You wear it at number 23. That was a Jordan-like performance, if you will, for a defensive lineman. You just don't get that kind of, you don't get that kind of stat line at playing on the interior sometime. And, you do things that go unnoticed, but you were aggressive, hard to the ball, charging. You even got a pick. and then you almost returned it for a touchdown. I saw you had some little wiggle. You must have had some running back when you inducing your days as a youngster, right?
Yes, sir. I grew up playing running back and
That's
linebacker.
right. I could see it. I could
Sure.
see it. But listen, man. Good luck on the rest of the way, man. We definitely wanted to shed some light on that. Before we get out of here, you're going to be a guy that's going to go on to the next level. So college coaches are going to see this. Your recruitment's going to start to pick up here, as it always already is. Talk about what you're going to bring to the table at the next level.
First thing foremost, definitely effort and then coachability. I feel like those two can take you a long way that talent can't always take you. I know I have been blessed with talent by God, and I just know that if a coach is recruiting me, then it would definitely be effort, coachability, and I'm stepping up my leadership to become a leader. So,
Man, definitely the efforts there, guys. College coaches, you got to get on this guy. There's a reason he's the Platform DFW Spotlight Player, the Unexposed Player of the Week here in DFW. Cameron, go ahead and give out your social medias where everybody can follow you as well.
sure. My Instagram is the Cameron Lucas, no spaces, lowercase everything. Cameron with the C, and then my Twitter is capital C Cam underscore Lucas 59.
Listen, man, this guy had a great game. I look to see him have more big games this week as they go down the stretch. They got a tough district as well. They got to face Panther Creek, which we talked about. And I look for these
So
guys to make another run. And you'll see Cameron Lucas at the forefront on the line for the Salina Bobcats. Again, we appreciate you joining us, man. Here on the Platform DFW podcast, the exposed player of the week, Cameron Lucas.
yes, sir. Thank you for having me.